So today in another episode, so you all can meet our GBT team. We have Sofia.
Hi.
So Sophie, please, I already said your name, but anyway, introduce yourself.
So my name's Sofia. I've been training since January 2024. I'm a blue belt as of this year in July. Nearly going on to 2 years.
2 years.
On and off.
Okay. And what position do you hold here at GB team?
So I'm GB Tooting's program director and currently a coach in training as well.
Amazing. And where are you from? You know, how did you find Jiu-Jitsu? Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so in terms of where I'm from, honestly, just up the road. I was born in St. George's, so very close to GB Tooting. Born and raised in South London. My mum's Italian. My dad was born here, but he's half Swedish, half Sri Lankan. As you can tell, probably had really good food at home. In terms of finding Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it was quite a journey to get here, kind of thing. I knew I always wanted to do some kind of martial arts. From young, my dad introduced me to Wing Chun. That's what he knew. Together with my mom, dad, and little brother, we trained Tang Shao Dao for, say, about a year, 2 years as well. And it was a very different environment to here at GB Tooting. All the classes were mixed, so it's nice to have allocated classes for women, for kids. Having the curriculum based on where you're at, I feel like helps you understand your progression and see that you can keep leveling up, and it's not just with the ranking. In terms of coming to GB Tooting, honestly, it was very local, very close to where I live, so the commute was easy, so I didn't really have an excuse not to train. And yeah, my first class was with my mom and with Professor Sula. It was not what I was expecting. I had never done anything like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu before, that very close contact. Before that, I was doing kickboxing, so it was, like a whole new language. But I'm still here, so clearly
that
it
you liked
me.
it.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you that, if you have ever, because you mentioned that you wanted to do a martial art, but have you ever seen Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu before? Were you looking into something specific or anything that was just really logistically convenient for you?
So mix of the two. I think when I was younger, I knew of Jiu-Jitsu without knowing what it was. So from movies and things like that. Now when I'm rewatching the John Wick movies, my partner and I go, Jiu-Jitsu. So it's like looking under a whole new lens kind of thing. But specifically Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, not really, no. Always knew about karate, taekwondo. Those were the things that were exposed to me at primary school and stuff like that. But Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I don't know whether it's as a goal or just in general, I was never really exposed to it. So yeah, it was a whole new area for me to explore. So it was very interesting.
And you mentioned that you came with your mom to the first practice.
Yes.
Did she like it? How did she find it?
So I think both of us, because she trained with me when we were doing martial arts before, both of us didn't know what to expect, and it was very different from the last time we put a gi on. So it was a lot of floor work, which was, very different again. We both enjoyed it because, we were with each other, so it was fun. It was very laid back as an intro with Professor Sula. It was just very calm. There was it wasn't too intense that we felt like, oh this is scary. It felt like a nice space, calm, safe space, very calm. It was very fun. For her, I think, the main thing, she was just like, my back, I don't know if I can do this every day kind of thing. But for me, I think I really enjoy the aspect that it is full body movement, and it's not like, for instance, judo, you're doing it from standing up. Once you go on the floor, you reset. It's just a continuous movement. That really appealed to me, so that was cool.
And if you could give an advice to a woman or to any person who wants to do a trial, like a trial class, what would you tell them, specifically for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? How would you tell them to prepare themselves for the experience?
Cut your nails. So many women be coming with their fake nails. I think that's just something that needs to be said. No, but for real, I think just be open, you know, especially if it's something you haven't done before. I know it's easy to come with expectations for anything. Then yeah, just be open, and you know, you're not going to be an expert at it right away, but just, yeah, see for the experience. Yeah, I think that's the main thing. It's easy to be scared when you're trying something new, especially new place, new people. If you've never put on a gi before, don't know how to tie your belt. There's just so many new things. But until you take that first shot, you just don't know. And it might not be for everybody, but at least give yourself the chance to try. So, yeah.
Okay. And so far, you said that you're almost completing 2 years as a practitioner. So how your journey is looking so far?
So,
your jiu-jitsu journey, how does it look like?
A bit up and down. Mix of injuries and health-related stuff. Definitely a mental battle through and through. But I'm still here. I'm still, you know, I want to keep exploring jiu-jitsu. This is not the end of my journey. I think it's very easy for when things don't go your way or things are really hard to just feel like I can't do this, it's too difficult, to just quit. But every opportunity is an opportunity to learn. So even if I feel like I haven't learned or grasped the certain concept of jiu-jitsu, I've learned a little bit more about myself. So I feel like that's important too.
That's good. That's good. That's deep as well. And so far, do you have any favorite things about jiu-jitsu?
Favorite things. So I would say, yeah, just leaning on to, just I've never left a class feeling like I haven't learnt anything. So whether that's a new word in Portuguese or a new life lesson from a 4-year-old dad or something. It's just nice just being able to connect with new people, meet people that you wouldn't normally connect with on a day-to-day basis. Just also see how your body can move too, because these aren't movements that you would do in an office job or at the gym. So even just pushing your body and yourself to different limits that you just never knew that you could do is quite exciting in itself as well.
And please explain to me, like, how did you end up working here? How that happened?
So it was probably, I think, maybe 4 or 6 months into my training, and there was a job opening. Jules used to do the job that I was doing, and it seemed like fun. He was always smiling, so that's a good sign. And yeah, I saw the job opening on Instagram, and a lot of the students actually advocated for me and said, wow, this is something that you should do. I was like, oh, I don't know, let's see. I checked what you needed to apply. I was like, yeah, it's a little bit of me. So yeah, that's it really. It's local, so the commute's not bad.
How long have you been working here then?
So just over a year now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what are your 5 favorite things about GB Tooting, Gracie Barra Tooting?
5 things. Okay. I would say that every day I meet new people, and that's exciting. Whether or not I see them again, maybe they come from an intro, but I like being part of their journey. So I've helped facilitate their welcome, the start of their experience into jiu-jitsu, and I find that really meaningful. So whether or not they choose to continue it right away, it's the little seed that's been planted for maybe the future to come. So I find that really cool. Also, I get to work with great practitioners like yourself and Professor Tom and Professor Sula and all the other coaches that we've had and will have in the academy. And it's really inspiring to see people who have dedicated themselves to the art for so many years. So yeah, that's really inspiring too. Also, I love working with children too. So I love that we have our kids here. Well, they always make me smile no matter what kind of day I'm having, whether it's their little drawings or blue. Yeah, that always makes my day.
And do you have any questions for me as well? Anything you would like to know?
I don't know what questions we've already covered with Tom, but what do you most enjoy about being at GB Tooting?
The team, working with you and Tom.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing.
That's nice.
That's my top one, because like I had previous experiences of working with other people in Jiu-Jitsu, but also like in other kind of jobs. And I think that here we have a very healthy environment between ourselves. We have a good clarity about what are the functions of each one of us. And I feel like it's a very teamwork thing. So if we have a problem, we always try to talk about how we could improve that. So we're trying to find something, a solution together. And I felt like in different places that I was, the environment was not the greatest. So there would be like very strange dynamics between the professors, the coaches, the management team, you know. So I just really like, I think it's the healthiest environment I've worked in a long time.
Oh,
so I'm just glad. Yes, that's my favorite thing.
If there was anything you think we could improve on, what would you say?
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
It's always room for
something
growth.
We can improve. I hope one day we can have like more people working regularly with us, because we are constantly overloaded. So this thing of like teaching, like the thing that we do, we give a lot. You know, we give a lot to people, a lot of attention, a lot of care, a lot of emotional labor, or you know, dedication. And I think that it would be nice to have someone else in the team to make us less overloaded, but also someone that could improve and like have new ideas, this kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
One day we are gonna be 4.
Hey, many hands make light work. So
yeah,
let's dream big. 4, 5, whole team, whole army of GB2. That would be nice.
Would you like to add something else today?
Just want to say a big shout out to everyone who supported me on my journey, because, you know, it's one of them things that, yes, there's the community, but the community really starts at home as well. So it's been really great having a good support network. I would not be here if it wasn't for my partner helping me out financially, literally just helping me make that first purchase for my gi. You know, that really meant a lot, and having my family back me. You know, it's one of them things as well that a lot of people, especially when it comes to women too, in such a male-dominated sport, it's always, are you sure that's something you want to do? Don't you want to do maybe something that's a bit more delicate? You know, you don't want to be getting hurt. And yeah, you get hurt, but getting hurt is part of life as well, you know. And I'd rather have the skills and not need them than to have them and need them in like real life scenarios. So yeah, I chose to come to Jiu-Jitsu because I've always loved martial arts, and it's always something that I wanted to do for myself. But also, you know, living in Southwest London, just living as a woman in general, you know, I want to be able to protect myself or protect my friends, protect my family if needs be. So it's definitely something that I appreciate, having the support of my friends and family. And, you know, when we went on our women's camp, the amount of women that, you know, were supporting me on our journey, whether it was through social media or just back at home saying, wow, it's such a cool thing that you're doing, Sofia. And it's just one of them things that, you know, I think we just want to make it normal for women, just like anything else, whether it's ballet, dance, football, which I think is now becoming a lot more normal for women to do just as an everyday thing. I want jiu-jitsu to be that, and just spoken about as, oh, you're going jiu-jitsu, cool. Rather than, oh, are you sure? So that's definitely something that I would love your help and support to help grow the women's community. So it's something that is not such a big, scary thing for women to get into. You know, if we've got community here, it's fun. And yes, okay, the idea of doing self-defense does come from a scary place, but, you know, it's so much more than that. It's a beautiful art in itself, and, you know, you're testing your mind, your character, your soul, your everyday. So it's definitely something that I would love for us to share with as many people, men, women, children, that we can do. And I'm happy that we're doing this together.
Ah, that's sweet. Thank you, Sophie.
Thank you.